more concerning ancient civilizations, this one over 400,000 years ago. Climate change lured ancient humans into the Arabian deserts several times. David Neal on Science Alert reports, as our world continues to heat up dangerously, researchers are investigating the past to see how climate change affected our species in previous eras, and a new study revealed several human migrations into Arabia over the last 400,000 years. So it's almost 500,000 years ago. These migrations were driven by the same type shift in climate, an increase in rainfall over the Arabian Peninsula, and that connects Africa and Asia, Eurasia. The change appears to have been responsible for at least 5 phases of people moving as hominids began to make journeys outside of Africa. Now let's remember that during this time period we've had a lot of extinction level events where humanity was almost extinct. Let's remember the super eruption of Mount Taupo of the North Island of New Zealand. That was almost an extinction level event, and anthropologists believe that only 2,000 couples of humans were left worldwide. Can you imagine the amount of devastation that took place in past extinction level events? Now, in excavations at sites that were once ancient lakes in the Nephru Desert in northern Saudi Arabia, archaeologists discovered a collection of stone tools and animal fossils, and once stated they revealed previous migratory patterns across hundreds of thousands of years. Arabia has long been seen as an empty place throughout the past, says archaeologist Hu Bruchat from the Max Planck Institute for the Science of Human History in Germany. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. He says, our work shows that we still know so little about human evolution in vast areas of the world, and highlights the fact that many surprises are still out there. Some of the recovered artifacts represent the oldest known dated hominin occupation in Arabia, and the migrations can be split into 2 groups: those with earlier Acheulean technology like simple hand axes, and those with later Middle Paleolithic technology, more advanced axes, and even cleavers. The bursts of imaginary activity are marked at 400, 300, 200, 130 to 75, and 55,000 years ago, when the arid Arabian wilderness would have been turned into more hospitable grasslands by the arrival of more regular rainfall. Luminescence dating, where light is used to stimulate tiny grains of sediment and work out when they were last exposed to sunlight, was used to mark these periods and track the movement of humans and other animals, including hippos, for example, over time. The researchers wrote in their published paper, the available record emphasizes pulsed, long-ranging terrestrial dispersals followed by local variation and finally population contraction. The researchers say that what they've uncovered suggests Arabia was colonized by a diverse set of hominins, perhaps even different species, as well as demonstrating how changes in climate push and pull people into different parts of the world. In the case of Arabia, over the last 400,000 years, it seems as though the dispersal of populations was a matter of opportunity, as communities noticed the changing habits around them and they moved accordingly, of course. Up until around 10 years ago, very little was known about when and how humans settled on the Arabian Peninsula beyond the past 10,000 years, but this new study adds to the growing collection of records that stretch back farther than that. It's remarkable, every time it was wet, people were there, says archaeologist Michael Petraglia from the Max Planck Institute, and most of these pictures are from him. He's for the Science of Human History. He says this work puts Arabia on the global map for human prehistory. This has been published in Nature magazine. It's on Science Alert. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.